Hello again. We're back for another day. I'm Mrs. Carl, and I'm so happy that you're here to read with me again. You're doing so well. Yesterday, you just were wonderful. So let's try it again today. All right? Let's begin. We'll begin with our picture. Let's look at our picture from yesterday, right? And remember they were at the circus or at the carnival? The bunny and the rabbit and the bear, and they each had a yellow and a red balloon, and this was day 5 extra. So there were absolutely no new things at all to learn. No new words, no new periods or commas or anything like that, which we call punctuation. So anyhow, today it was just, let's just read it because you did so well yesterday. All right? Remember there at the carnival. Here we go. Good morning. See a yellow balloon. And there it is. I see a yellow balloon. See a red balloon. And there's the bear with the red balloon. I see a red balloon. Yellow, red, red, yellow. Wonderful. That was very good. Now I want to hear you read it. I'm going to point and I want you to read it to me, please. Wonderful. Very good. And I hope when you were reading that when you came to the periods that meant what? Stop. Very good. And when you came to the comma, that meant what? All right, just take a breath because that's like a pause. All right, that's to help give us expression now. So now let's read it together again with very good expression. Good morning. See a yellow balloon. I see a yellow balloon. See a red balloon. I see a red balloon. Yellow, red, red, yellow. Wonderful. Very good. Now you can practice this on your own as much as you want. Now that you have read this so well, you can also remember, it's much, much better if you take a copy of this and you read it to yourself, and as you read it, you circle every word that you know. Every word as you read it, you circle it. This is very important practice, and I hope that you will do this at home. All right? That's very good for you. Thank you. Now let's go to day 6. This is day 6. This is one of my very favorite pictures. Who do we have here? Okay, we have a cat. And what's that cat doing? Can you tell what she's doing? It looks like she's trying to get something that's in there. What's in there? Huh? Are there some fish? Oh. What do cats like to eat fish? Look how happy she looks. She looks like she wants to go after those fish. I don't think those fish are too happy with her. What do you think? I hope someone hurry-ups and comes into the room and takes that fish bowl away from her and puts it back on the table, because that maybe the cat's though. Maybe that's a friend of the cat knows, and that's a friend of hers. And maybe she's not going to hurt those fish at all. I don't think so. Oh no, She's maybe just came in there to play with them. But I know how much the cats like fish. So anyhow, this is one of my favorite pictures. Look at that picture. All right, now we're going to go down to our reading. And in the reading, we only have one underline. It's right here. And I said we have one underline, and that one underline is the word one. It's the word one. That's a hard one for you to remember, but we're going to read it a lot of times, so I want you to look at it. It's O-N-E, one. All right? Now, we're going to go, I want to show you something about the one, the word one. We just learned the word one. All right? The word one. Do you know that this is the number one? That's the number one. This is the word one. And the word one with a lowercase, all lowercase letters, all right? Now this is the word one with an uppercase or a big O and then the lowercase N-E, all right? So this is the number one. This is the word one. And this is also the word one. Right? Just wanted to show that to you today so that you don't get confused that there are numbers and there are words that say the number. And this is one, one. O-N-E is the word one. Now let's look at the word one. O-N-E. All right? Now, today Mrs. Carl is going to read this to you first, all right? If you want to, you can try to read along with me. That would be fun. But I want to read it to you first, all right? Good morning. I see one red fish. And there it is, one red fish. I see one yellow fish. There it is, the yellow fish. One red fish. One yellow fish. See one yellow shoe. See one red shoe. One red, one yellow, one. All right, very good. And I heard you saying some of those words too to yourself and to me. All right, that was wonderful. Now, the reason I wanted to read it today was because I know that it's very hard for you to see the yellow that is in the two yellow fish and the two yellow shoes. I've done everything I can to try to make it more yellow, but it's hard to see that, all right? So those are yellow fish, and those are yellow shoes, and then these are red fish, and these are red shoes. So I hope that you can see it a little bit better now that I've explained it to you, all right? We're going to try now to read this together, all right? Good morning. I see one red fish. I see one yellow fish. One red fish. One yellow fish. See one yellow shoe. There it is right there. See one red shoe. There it is on the cat. One red, one yellow, one. All right. that was good. Very, very good. Now, in reading this, what was the one thing that they wanted you to see first? What's the first one thing that they want you to see? Did you say the red fish? Because here's the first thing. Let's read it. I see one red fish. All right? Now, read it to yourself, and I'm going to ask you another question. All right? So, but I want you to read it carefully. Now, I'm going to do the pointing, and you read it to yourself in your head. Or if you want to read it out loud, it's all right. But I like it when you read it in your head, too. All right? So here we go. Wow, good reading. Good reading to yourself in your head. Now I have the last question for you. What is the last thing that they want you to see up here? What is the last thing? Right? You think you have it? Is it the red shoe? Here. See one red shoe. One red, one yellow, one. All right? Very, very good. This was good reading. Now let's do it again together. I want some good. Now, when we get to the commas, how we have to go, take a breath to give it a little pause, and when we get to the period, we stop. It goes one red, comma, one yellow, comma, one. But you don't say comma. Mrs. Carl just said it because I want you to learn always that that little mark is a comma, and this mark is a comma, and that mark is a comma, and that mark is a comma, and that one is a period, and the period means stop, right? And you're going to even get some more of those little marks. And as we learn the marks, we learn to use more and more expression when we read. All right? Let's do this together. We'll read it with expression and follow the pointer. Good morning. I see one red fish. I see one yellow fish. One red fish. One yellow fish. See one yellow shoe. See one red shoe. One red. One yellow. One. That was wonderful. Now remember, The more that you practice this, the better reader you will be. So take your time and practice, all right? See you tomorrow.